Welcome back to Water's World. In the span of a year and a half, Donald Trump has gone from billionaire reality TV host to outside contender for the Republican nomination to President-elect of the United States. Many said it would never happen, but I never had any doubt. In fact, I spoke with President-elect Trump back in March about what we could expect should he win the election. Take a look. We've been doing some digging. It turns out half of your supporters only want you in the White House because they want to see Melania as First Lady.
They have very good taste.
Is Melania a fan of Water's World? I heard
She is a huge fan, and so is my son. I have a 9-year-old son, Barron, so you have a low demographic, very young demographic. But Barron loves your Water's World.
Well, your family has great taste.
They have very good taste.
How did you meet Melania? Was it love at first sight?
Well, I was at a party, and I saw this very beautiful woman, and I said, boy, would I like to get that phone number. And it wasn't easy, believe me. It took me
She
about,
played hard to get.
She did. It took me about 5 weeks, actually.
That's it.
It was not a quickie.
That's a close for you.
That's a long time.
Did you get down on one knee when you proposed?
No, but it was a pretty hard phone number to get.
You, if you're fortunate enough, will be moving into the White House. That's downsizing for you. Have you given that any thought, moving into the White House?
Well, you know, it's a special place. I mean, look at what it represents. Actually, it is quite a bit smaller than Mar-a-Lago, but these are minor details. A special place. It represents so much, and let's hope I'm lucky enough. I mean, what I want to do is make our country great again, make America great again, and safe again. You know, I'm adding now, Jess, I'm adding safe again, because I don't think people feel very safe anymore.
No.
And we're going to do that. We're going to be able to do that. And the White House is a symbol, and it's a symbol that we have to really respect.
Speaking of symbolism, President Obama returned the Churchill bust when he came into office. Are you going to get that back from Great Britain?
Yeah, I would love to have Churchill's bust back in the White House. It deserves to be there. He was a great, great man.
Also very symbolic, if you're fortunate enough to be in the White House, the first state dinner. Who are you going to invite?
I think you and Bill and the gang, right? We have to have the gang, but you have to get front row center. Probably not the Chinese to the first dinner.
Mexico, maybe?
Probably not. I mean, we won't invite too many of the countries that are ripping us off, of which there are many, but you'll certainly be there.
Family, very loyal. Are you going to put some of your family members, Ivanka, in the cabinet? How's that going to work out?
I will tell you, in terms of competence, they would be great.
Yeah?
If you look at Don, Ivanka, Eric, you know, the different folks in the family where they've worked with me in the business. We're building the old post office now on Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington. Right. In terms of competence, we can't do any better, but I don't think so. Somehow I may take heat, and actually I shouldn't take heat. Can you imagine Ivanka as secretary of something? Believe me, they would do well.
It has a nice ring to it.
But I probably not.
You would have to work with the people like Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid. What's your assessment of those two individuals?
Well, I've been able to work with them over the years. You know, when I was a businessman, hard to believe I don't consider myself a businessman. I'm a politician. I hate to say that. I hate the ring.
Yeah.
But I've worked with them and others over the years. I'm able to get along. I'm able to work with pretty much anybody. Have to be able to do that.
Very important. When I told Bill O'Reilly that I was interviewing you, he said, Waters, don't ask him anything about politics. Ask him what he eats for breakfast.
I try and avoid breakfast, actually. If I can, I'll avoid breakfast.
Really?
In terms of that, I will like have a lunch, but my big thing is dinner. Breakfast, Jesse, if I can avoid them, I'm very happy to do that.
You don't like bacon?
No, I like bacon and eggs. I mean, I do. If I have it, I like bacon, eggs. I like cereals, different kinds of cereals.
What kind of cereal
Made in the
do you
USA.
like?
It has to be made in the USA.
Okay, good.
You know, the cornflake type stuff,
okay.
Right? Raisin bran has to be right out of the fields of Iowa. It has to come. But
you get any exercise out on the campaign?
Well, I get a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I get a lot of exercise. I mean, it's a lot when you go from here to there, and it's walking, and it's fast walking, and you're making speeches in front of, I mean, you know, tens of thousands of people.
How's your golf game?
It's suffering badly. My games have been good over the years, but it's suffering badly. I got a chance to play about 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't a pretty picture.
Oh no, that's too bad.
No, it suffers. You have to play that game. Now, the president plays more than most PGA professionals, so his game should be doing okay. My game is suffering, and you know what? My game will suffer if I get elected, because you have to focus. We have so many things to do between the debt and Obamacare and the borders and security and the military and the vets. A lot to do. You can't be playing too much golf.
That's true. You played golf with President Clinton.
Yes, I
What
did.
was that like? He's a ladies' man. You guys share stories. What's
Well,
that like?
I enjoyed it. I mean, we had probably a couple of rounds over the years.
Does he have a good
Again,
swing?
It's fine. I mean, it's really fine. He gets criticized. He actually plays very nicely.
Yeah, he does. Does he talk about his wife when you guys are together? What does he say
No,
about Hillary?
We don't really get into that too much. And,
Yeah.
I would know him because as a businessman, it was my obligation to know him and his wife and everybody, including Harry Reid,
Right.
including everybody. And something you have to do.
I just finished reading The Art of the Deal.
Good.
Not as good as the Bible, but it's close.
No, it's not as good. I agree.
You took on the NFL. A lot of people don't know that. You actually said the NFL was a smug, self-satisfied monopoly. Do you still believe
and
that?
I proved it. I mean, because I won that whole situation. And, well, it was something I did. It was a small investment. I did it to have a little fun, and it actually was okay. I mean, I met a lot of great people, and it was an interesting little venture. But we actually had a lawsuit, which we won, but only $1.
Yeah.
I got millions of dollars in legal fees because the winner gets the legal fees back, right? So I got millions of dollars in legal fees, but only $1 trebled.
You seem like a great guy to watch the game with, but you don't drink. Why is that?
I'm not a drinker. Well, I've never really wanted to drink. I've never acquired the taste. I've never liked the taste. I've seen instances, even within my own family, where people drink too much and it's not a good thing, and I don't like it. So I've stayed away from it. I don't really judge, and I don't, if people like to do it, but you have to be able to do it in moderation. And for me, it's good. Not drinking, I don't have to worry about the moderation thing.
Well, have you ever smoked weed?
No, I have not. I have not. I would tell you 100% because everyone else seems to admit it nowadays. So I would actually tell you this is almost like hey, it's a sign. No, I've never smoked a cigarette either.
Do you have time to watch TV anymore? Are you binge watching anything on the jet?
I watch Water's World. I watch O'Reilly. I watch Fox. I do watch a few others, but I don't want to tell you what they are. But
Okay.
I certainly watch you.
Celebrity Apprentice. Schwarzenegger's taking over. Any advice for him?
Well, I have a big piece of that show, and we had tremendous success. And Steve Burke of Comcast and the top people at NBC came to see me. They didn't want me to do this run because if you do the run, you can't do it. And they wanted me to renew with Celebrity Apprentice. And I said, if I run for president, I'm not allowed to do that. They knew that. They thought I was never going to run, and I did. So we chose Arnold, and I hope he does well. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't tell you yet. It's not easy to do. You have to be very, very quick. You'd be very actually good for that.
Yeah.
You're quick. You're a quickster. But you have to be very quick.
Maybe you can hire me for it.
You could be. If Arnold doesn't make it, I'm sure you'll be next.
Okay, lastly, we're going to give you a little Water's World quiz here. Are you nervous?
No, not at all.
You should be.
Okay?
What is President Obama's greatest accomplishment, in your opinion?
There are none.
I also would have accepted playing a lot of golf. Last question. What is your favorite show on Fox News Channel?
Well, without question, I would have to say only O'Reilly when Water's World is on, right?
Correct.
Okay, but only when it's on. We're not talking about on all the time. So you've done a good job. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Trump. And remember, I'm Waters, and this is my world.
It is your world. You better believe it. Young, handsome, it's your world.
Coming up next, Sanctuary City showdown between Rahm Emanuel and President-elect Trump. Who will win? Who will lose? We will debate after this. And how much do folks know about Thanksgiving? Not very much.